Hello students. So students, in this chapter, that is metals and non-metals, the name of the chapter itself explains that there is some difference between that of the metals and non-metals. And till now we had studied about that of the physical property and started with that of the chemical properties. So we have seen that how the metals they differ from the non-metal physically on the basis of the properties that can be feel or touch, you can say, and that we can see. And then we have started with that of the chemical properties. So what is there in the chemical properties? So basically here we have seen that in case of the chemical properties, we used to differentiate the metal from the non-metal on the basis of the type of a chemical reaction it will show. Means how they are going to react with that of the water, or how it will going to react, or what kind of a product it will form with that of the oxygen, and then what kind of a reaction it will show with the acid or that of the bases. You see students, we have seen that if we talk about the reaction that it show with the oxygen, means what will happen if the metal react with the oxygen, or what kind of a product will be formed when a non-metal reacts. So here students, we have seen that in case of the metals are generally, you can say that they react with the oxygen to form the metal oxide. Okay. And this metal oxide is basic in nature. And how do we come to know that it is basic in nature? That when this metal oxide react with the water, it will form a base. That is metal hydroxide, you will see. Now, this reaction of the metals with the oxygen also depend upon their reactivity. We will discuss about the reactivity series later on. Till that, we should know that these metals, they are generally reactive only. Okay. Now if we talk about the reactivity, so there are metals like sodium or potassium is there, which is more reactive. So comparatively to the other metals, they will react faster. Okay, means they will react vigorously with the oxygen and forms the metal oxide. While if we talk about the non-metal, so non-metal, it will, we can say that it will react with the oxygen and form the non-metal oxide. Now, sodium is a very reactive metal, so it will react very fast. If we talk about the copper, so the temperature means a high temperature we have to give, we have to provide heat to it so that it will react with that of the oxygen. Or a magnesium is there, so we have to burn magnesium to form the magnesium oxide. So you see students that all the metals, they vary from each other on the basis of their temperature. Okay, so they vary from the definite temperature. They are having different temperature, and due to which, according to that, they react with the oxygen. Now, if we talk about the non-metals, so non-metals, they used to react it when you provide a temperature, it will form a non-metal oxide, which is acidic in nature. It means when it reacts with the water, it will form a acid. Now moving on and see that what will happen when the metal and non-metal show the reaction with the water. Reaction with water. Okay, so what happens when the metals react with the water? So when the metals they react with the water, it will form a metal hydroxide. Okay. Reaction of metals with water. Reaction of metals with the water. So we can write it that metals reacts with water to form metal hydroxide. To form metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas is evolved. Okay, hydrogen gas is evolved. So either it will form the metal hydroxide or even it can form the metal oxide, and in both of the cases hydrogen gas will be evolved. So we can write it here that when this metal it react with the water, then there is a formation of a metal hydroxide and plus hydrogen. Metal hydroxide plus hydrogen, and when there are some of the metals, when they react with the water, then again there is a formation of a metal oxide plus hydrogen is released. Okay, so in both the cases either it will form a metal oxide or it will form a metal hydroxide. It will release the hydrogen gas. Okay, now let us see that what kind of a reaction shown by the different metals. Now let me tell you that the reactivity of the metals are different, students. So obviously the reactions they will show, the way they used to react with the water will also vary. It means there are metals which react vigorously with the water and releases hydrogen gas, and there are which require heat. It means metals react with the type of a water. It means with the temperature of the water also. So even if you talk the metals like that of a sodium, so they react with the cold water vigorously. Because of high reactivity, they are highly reactive and forms the sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas will be evolved. There are metals which, like magnesium is there, so it will react with the hot water. So here, due to high temperature, it will be easy for that the hot water to react. So it will not going to show any reaction with the cold water, but with the hot water, it will forms the respective reaction. And if we talk about the zinc, so you know that the zinc is not reactive, it's very less reactive, so it will going to react with the steam. Steam is what? It is also a form of water whose temperature is very high. Okay, so zinc will react with the steam to give the reaction. Now let us start with the sodium. So, if we talk about the sodium, so it reacts vigorously, okay, vigorously with water and form hydrogen gas, okay, form hydrogen gas and sodium hydroxide. Okay, it will form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Now see here students, what happened? This sodium Na, it will react with the water H2O. Then there is a formation of a sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, and H2, that is hydrogen gas is released. Okay, because the sodium is 2 here, here is also sodium 2 and water. Okay, so you will write here, it is what? It is sodium, then water is there, then here sodium hydroxide, and finally this is what? This is hydrogen gas. Okay, so it will simply react with this water, with the cold water also. So we can write it here, it is what? It is a cold water. It will react easily with the cold water to form the sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. What about the other metal, students? So you see that magnesium, and one more thing is there, that in this reaction occurs so vigorously, means it is so reactive that when it reacts with the water, a large amount of heat is evolved. Okay, so when sodium reacts with the water, then large amount of heat is evolved. You see, students, in the previous one also, when we were talking that what will happen when the sodium react with the oxygen, you know that due to high reactivity, we used to keep the sodium in the kerosene oil. Okay, because when you kept it outside, it will react with the oxygen also to form the sodium oxide. Okay, and even this reaction is so so vigorous, you can say, that it catches fire when you kept it outside, and that is why we used to keep it under kerosene oil. So here also, due to high reactivity, it will react with the cold water, and this reaction will produce a large amount of heat. Now let us see what will happen in case of the magnesium. So we can write it here that large amount of heat is evolved. We are talking about this place that a large amount of heat is evolved here. Now let us discuss about the magnesium. What will happen? A magnesium react. Okay. Now, if we talk about the magnesium, so you see, student, let me write it. Now you see here that when the magnesium, it reacts with the magnesium react with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Okay, so magnesium basically do not react with the cold water, so it needs some energy, and that energy will get from the hot water, so it reacts with the hot water to form the magnesium hydroxide, and there also hydrogen gases evolve. So we can write it magnesium, which is represented by Mg, and when it reacts with the water, H2O, then there is a formation of a magnesium hydroxide. The formula is MgOH whole twice plus H2 is released. We will write here, it is what? It is a magnesium react with the water. This is what it is, magnesium hydroxide, and this is hydrogen. Okay, so this happens when the magnesium react with that of the water. Okay. Now, what will happen if suppose the zinc, which is considered to be the less reactive, it will react with the water. So here it will not going to react with the cold or a hot water, but more than that. So it will going to react with the steam, because steam is having more energy, you can see, as compared to the cold or hot water. So zinc will not going to react with the hot water, but it will react with the steam to form its hydroxide. Especially if we talk about the zinc, students, so zinc will not going to form the zinc hydroxide. Instead of that, it will form zinc oxide, and hydrogen gases evolve through this reaction. So we can write about the zinc also. Okay, so zinc, it reacts with the steam. or reacts slowly. It reacts slowly with steam to form zinc oxide and hydrogen gas. Zinc oxide and hydrogen gas. It means 2Zn is there. This 2Zn will react with the water. The formula of the steam will also be the same, but you will always write that what kind of a water you are going to use here. So formula of the steam is the same, that is H2O, but you will write here that it is a steam. Okay, so this is zinc. It will form ZnO plus H2. Okay, I see. Okay, so here is an ornament of this. So there is a formation of zinc oxide. Okay, so this will happen when the zinc will react with the steam. So this is all about that. What will happen when the metals react with the water? Like if we talk about the other metal, students, like copper is there, or silver is there, gold is there, so they do not react with the water. So we can say that the reactivity of the metals to react with the water also depends that how much they are reactive. So sodium is very reactive, so they react even with the cold water. Magnesium, it will react with the hot water. Zinc will react, but it will react with the steam. But if we talk copper, gold and the silver, so they do not react at all in any condition. So we can say under any condition it will not going to react. Okay, so copper, gold, silver do not react with water. It do not react with the water under any condition. Okay, so these will not going to react under any condition. Now, what kind of a reaction of non-metals with? So generally, the non-metals they do not react with the water, students. So we have seen that the metals react with the water, but the non-metals they do not react with the water. You see that if we talk about the phosphorus, so phosphorus it catches fire when it comes to the contact with the oxygen, or when you burn it, or when you react it with that of the oxygen. But when it comes to the water, so phosphorus will not going to show any kind of a reaction with the water. So we can say that the non-metals will react with the oxygen to form the oxide, but they are not going to react with the water. So we can write it. Non-metals generally do not react with water. Okay, they generally do not react with the water. So we can take any of the example, like phosphorus is there, which do not react with the water. So this was all about that what will happen when the metal and non-metal react with the water. Now the next one, that what kind of a reaction it will show when it will react with the acids. Okay. Reaction with the acids. Now let us see, students, that generally the metals, they react with the acid to produce the salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, and different kind of metals, they react with the different acid to form different kind of salt. So we can write it that if we talk about the metals, that how metals react with the acids. So metals reacts with acid to form salt, and release hydrogen gas. Release hydrogen gas. Okay, so we can write it that metals plus acid will give salt plus hydrogen gas or hydrogen. Okay, so metals plus acid, that will give salt and hydrogen. Now, salt is what, student? Let us write the definition of the salt, that what do we understand by the salts. So, salts are the compounds. These are the compounds forms when metals replace hydrogen in an acid. Okay, and different acid forms different kind of metals. Different acid, they will form the different kind of metals. Now you see here, students, first of all we should know that the metals react with the acid to form the salt and hydrogen, and the salt is there. These are the compounds. Basically the salts, you will come to know about the salt when I will write any of the formula. So these are the compounds which forms when the metals, it replaces the hydrogen from the acid. Compound is what? When two or more elements, they combine together. Here we are simply talking about the different kind of elements, the metal and non-metal. When the two or more elements, they combine together in a fixed ratio, that is known as a compound. Okay, detail you will come to know when you come in class 9th. Simply you just understand that when two or more elements, they combine to form compounds here. So it is a kind of a substance, you can say, or it is a type of a compound which occurs, which formed when the metal here, it replaces the hydrogen which is present in the acid. So the acid which consisting of the hydrogen, when it get replaced, then there is a formation of a salt. You can see here that acid of this metal replaces the acid of this hydrogen, which will release in the form of a hydrogen gas. Now let us see an example and try to understand the definition well. You see, students, that sodium, again very reactive, so it will going to vigorously react with that of the acid to form the salt, that is sodium chloride, and hydrogen gas will be released. You see, student, if you take sodium and here in place of that we will going to take an acid, that is hydrochloric acid. Okay, so when we take the hydrochloric acid, now you see the student, this Na will going to replace the hydrogen. Okay, so when it going to replace the hydrogen, the formula, it will be Na and Cl will be there because hydrogen is replaced, so it will form NaCl plus H2. Okay. Now you see here, this Na has replaced the H of this hydrochloric acid, and instead of that it joins with that of the chlorine to form the NaCl. So here we were going to write that it is what? It is sodium, which is what? It is a metal only. Okay, and this is hydrochloric acid, which is an acid, and then there is a formation of a salt. So this is what? Sodium chloride, which is a what? Which is a salt, and a gas is released, and that is called as hydrogen. Hydrogen gas. Okay, so the sodium reacts with the acid, displaces the H of this hydrochloric acid and form the sodium chloride. Obviously, this is what? It is a kind of a salt. You see here, student, what I was saying, that it is a compound. You see, sodium is a metal and chlorine is also it's a non-metal. So when you look at the element, so obviously sodium is an element and chlorine is also an element. So here, both of the elements, they had combined together to form the compound, and that is known as the sodium chloride. Okay, so the two elements, they combine together to form the compound, and this compound is what? It behaves like a salt. It shows the properties of the salt, and it is formed due to the displacing of the hydrogen by that of the metal. Okay, so sodium reacts vigorously with that of the sodium chloride. What will happen with the other metals? So if we see in case of the magnesium, means how the magnesium going to react with the acid. So magnesium react with the, if we take example, magnesium. So when magnesium, if suppose we have taken here another kind of acid like sulfuric acid. Okay, so if we have taken example, that is H2SO4. So this H2SO4, which is also called as sulfuric acid. So this, okay, so this is the magnesium, this is the sulfuric acid. So when magnesium, it reacts with the acid here, students, so it displaces the hydrogen. Okay, so when it displaces the hydrogen here, then there is a formation of a MgSO4. Okay, because hydrogen is displaced by this metal, and then there is a formation of a MgSO4. Now this MgSO4 plus H2. So this is also called as a magnesium sulfate. And hydrogen gas is released here. Magnesium sulfate and hydrogen gas is released here. Okay. Now this happens when the magnesium reacts with the sulfuric acid. What will happen when the zinc will react with the sulfuric acid? So when the zinc will react, then also there is a formation of a zinc sulfate. So zinc, when it reacts with the sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, then there is a formation of, now zinc is what? It is a metal, we can write here, that is zinc. Here it is sulfuric acid, and this will going to displace the hydrogen, and then there is a formation of a ZnSO4 plus what is released, student? That is hydrogen gas. And hydrogen gas. So we will write here, it is what? Zinc sulfate. Okay, zinc sulfate. Always while writing the reaction, please write the name of the given substance or given compound. It will make the examiner very clear that you are knowing the name of the given compound. Okay, so this is the how the reaction occur with the acid when the metal react with the acid. What will happen when the non-metals react with the acid? So generally non-metals do not react with the acid. So again here metals react, but the non-metals, they do not react with the acid. So reaction with the acid in case of the non-metal, so we can write that non-metals do not react with acid. Okay, so metals react with the acid, but the non-metals with the acids. Okay, so non-metals, they do not react with the acid, metals they react. Okay.